Howdy, folks. A little bit more on using ChatGPT to boost your productivity. Do a little tutorial how I was using not just ChatGPT but other AI tools for research. So I have a task in front of me. I need to implement monitoring for lots of things, but including Azure data pipelines. And I had come across that Azure has Azure monitoring, but it's not something I've ever used before. Uh, I looked into it, my eyes got a little glassy. There's a lot of steps, so I just come over to ChatGPT and I set up the prompt. So I tell ChatGPT, you're an Azure expert. I want to design the steps needed to implement monitoring of Azure Data Factory pipelines. And it's cool. I mean, just putting ADF, ChatGPT will figure out what that is. Um, Alerts need to go out to the dev team if a job fails, a page or dashboard of some type to display the status of all pipelines, and a visual indicator of every Power BI dashboard that indicates that the data for the dashboard has been successfully loaded. These are all the things I want to accomplish. And ChatGPT puts out a pretty good list of steps on what to do. Yes, you can do regular search and go through this Reddit article or that post or this Microsoft documentation and figure this all out for yourself. But this is a really nice start. So then, I one of the things I don't like about this is they don't have a copy thing there, right? So you have to highlight it and pop it in, and we'll come back to that later. So I also went to Bing. Bing has built chat using ChatGPT into theirs and asked the same question. One thing I like about Bing better than the ChatGPT offering, one, it's free. Um, it puts links to follow up on where it got the information. So, and it has the copy. And it turns out this is actually Markdown. So I popped it over into um, Visual Studio Code so that I have a Markdown ability in here. Um, and then I got to thinking, well, if this is Markdown, the um, notice that when I cut and paste into Word, it didn't do the A, B, and the C correctly. So it's kind of a mess. So then I went back to Chat GPT and I said, "Can you change your response to Markdown?" And it did. So now I also now have the copy code, so I can copy that code. I can go down and paste it in this document. So this document is where I am storing gathering all the information that I'll go back later and look up. And then one final tool that I use is UChat. So UChat has also built in um, connection to ChatGPT. I think they may use others. Uh, their chat is not as good. I haven't found it to be. It limits it to 40 characters and other things, but it's still there. And I did not find that its answer was nearly as good as the others that I had looked at. But it still sometimes is, and it's nice to try more than one. But if you just go to their search engine, they have the ways to limit what you're looking for. So since this is a coding type thing, I can go to Ucode, and then when I do my search, it's going to keep it to just code Reddits and the documentation, etc. This is typical search, but it limits the domain that you're searching within, which is kind of nice. Um, and then I can click and learn directly from Microsoft on a whole page of just how to manage the pipelines. So this is I meant to keep this short. This is how I'm using AI. It does help me get to where I'm going a little faster than just regular search. So hope this helps. Thanks.